Welcome to the Hot Rod Hangout podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ashley.
And tonight, it's just the two of us again. We had a scheduling conflict with a guest. They couldn't make it, unfortunately. But it's all good. We'll get to catch up with them at another time. So we announced on Tuesday that we finally secured a venue and a date for our yearly hangout.
Oh, yeah.
So super excited about that. So we just kind of wanted to go over a couple of things with it, kind of what we expect, what we hope for, and a little bit of details. The details are kind of limited right now. We have a meeting tomorrow to kind of get more answers, more concrete, because we want to be able to go back to Don Garlits Drag Race Museum for the future. Yep. So we definitely want to kind of protect what we got. We're honored to have it there, and that will be on January 4th for anyone that hadn't listened to the live.
Yes.
2025, obviously, we're past 2024. But yeah, so we're just super excited. We're working on getting stuff in line. It is our first promotion, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides the cruise, which there isn't much to do. It's kind of just, hey, we're meeting here.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, the Cove has kind of taken us, embraced us coming, which is awesome. So, and thank y'all again for that, because, that really wasn't us. That was kind of, we put it together, but, the way that everyone handled themselves last month made them want us, they want us there. They're excited to have it. They put us on the calendar. So that's always exciting. And we're just overjoyed at the amount of reactions and support that everyone has given so far. So quickly, kind of the gist of what we want out of the show. It's going to be more of a cruise in type show. There's going to be very minimal trophies. Show sponsors, podcast sponsors. You've heard the names. They'll be there. They'll give out a trophy. It'll be their pick. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like it, go talk to them. The only one that we're responsible for is our pick.
Yep.
There's going to be beautiful cars there. There's going to be some cool people. Matter of fact, I got a phone call right before the podcast, and I'm excited to say that the hometown Hot Rodders, in some form or fashion, will be on site, sharing a tent with the Hot Rod Hangout. So we're very thankful for them.
Oh, yes.
We appreciate kind of the work that they did to kind of pave the way for us to do this. We're both half-ass podcasts that sort of have a little bit of success, and that's thanks to y'all. And when he called and said, hey, I'm going to be there, I'm like, man, that is awesome. Because I seen that they were interested. They hit interested on the event page, and I was like, oh, man, and so he called me, they're coming. Or at least he's coming, and maybe the rest of the guys, maybe just him, maybe him and one other, whatever. It doesn't really matter, and that's kind of what this is all about. We're connecting people. We are working with an artist that's local to us to do a bunch of stuff, artwork for us. One of those being the show. Yep. Another one being a shirt design. And who knows? I love his work, so who knows what'll come out of it. But he should also be at the show.
Yep.
So definitely, it's going to be one to come check out. And, I feel like everyone that comes is going to have a great time. I know I'm going to have a great time. Because it's getting out, talking cars, and enjoying your stuff. And that's kind of what this is all about for us. Yep. With that being said, we still haven't locked down an exact price yet, but pre-registration will start September 1st. And it will continue to November 1st. And the reason that we're cutting it off 2 months ahead of time is because if you pre-register, along with your registration, you're going to get a goodie bag. So we want to make sure that the pre-registrations, we have time to make sure that we have everything for everybody and get those all packaged up. They probably will be pick up at the show when you get there, but who knows? Maybe we'll send a ticket and a goodie bag, whatever. We haven't figured that out yet, but that is the benefit of pre-registration. Another benefit is it's going to be $5 cheaper than if you pull up at the gate. Mm-hmm. And it will be, you can use a credit card. Yeah. At the gate, it's going to be cash.
Yep.
We are talking. There is something else that may possibly come with registration, but we have to figure that out. That's part of the talks tomorrow. So a lot of information will just be filled in as we go. We'll definitely have more information on Tuesday. The website should be live. If you just want to see our mugs, there's not going to be anything on it for a little while. But that'll be where you can go buy tickets. That'll be or pre-registration. That'll be where you can get our shirts. That'll be, and also that's where you'll see our schedule, places we're going to be, things that we're doing. If you want to come hang out with us, it'll also show a little bit of the progress. So yes, we do Facebook. Yes, we do Instagram. Yes, we do YouTube. Yes, we do TikTok. But some people don't do any of those things. They don't have social media. And maybe those people also just want to see what we're doing, seeing how we're screwing up or doing right or whatever. So that'll kind of be another outlet that we can post. Yep. It'll also be places where you can reach out to us and not have to worry about it getting filtered. On Facebook and Instagram, the messages don't always make it to us in a timely fashion. So if you've reached out and we didn't get back to you, we're sorry, but we didn't necessarily know that there's like a secret squirrel hidden handshake to get into our messages. Certain messages. Some messages come right through. Other messages take forever. And then Facebook will bug us that we have an unanswered message, and you go in the app and there's no message there. So if you've reached out to us, we are sorry. We promise we'll get back to you. Also, one other thing that I want to say about not only just the show, but the podcast itself. We have out of pocket this podcast so far. Yep. We have done everything we can to kind of set it up for success. We were very fortunate that we had some help throughout the 8 months that we've been going now?
Yeah.
But the show and the podcast, I hate asking for money, but we need sponsors.
Yeah.
So we are offering a sponsor. If you want to come on as a sponsor for just the podcast, that's totally fine. I would also sponsor the show because it's the same price right now.
Yep.
So anyone that has previously reached out and I was like, hey, hold off, that's why. I didn't want to get a sponsor last month, and then we announced we have a show and we're including show sponsors. So the people that have reached out or have mentioned it, whether they were serious or not, we don't know. But if you mentioned wanting to come on as an advertiser, now is your time.
Yeah.
So normally we have one price, and you save a month by going 6 months. You save 2 months by going a whole year. Reach out. We'll figure out something that works, whether it's barter, whether it's monetary. Just reach out. Also, both of those, if you buy a 6 month or a year, it comes with a show sponsor.
Yep.
So if you're close by and you want to come to the show and you're a show sponsor, that gets you into the show with your car. Hopefully you bring your car. Or spectators are free, so you would still get into the show for free. But you're eligible to build a trophy or buy a trinket or whatever, and give an away award presented by your business.
Yep.
So we don't necessarily want, or not necessarily, we don't want just random people showing up with trophies to give. But reach out if you're a business and you want to do something. We'll figure something out. Mm-hmm. I know we are giving away something. BP Customs is giving away something. My mom and dad, or dad and Ken, my mom is doing a Mother of the Podcast award. And there's a few other people that have mentioned wanting to do something. Yeah. We would like to tie the trophies to a business. That way it kind of gets your name out. It's kind of a support those that support us type situation. Mm-hmm. Next year, if it looks like we need to change the format up and have 200 trophies, we'll try it. But this year, we're just kind of keeping it small. It's more a good time show. Trust me, if you come to the show, somebody there will tell you your car is pretty. I promise you. It'll probably be me, because I love everything. So our award may go to something that everybody's like, what? Because I like weird stuff.
Yeah.
So if I can't win, something that you don't see every day probably will. And if you don't like that, Ashley will be available to take all complaints.
What? No.
So if you're a business and you want to sponsor the podcast, you want to advertise on this podcast and you want to be a show sponsor, please get with us. If you don't think you can afford it financially, we understand times are tough. Reach out to us. We'll figure something out. If it's important to you to show your support, reach out. We'll try to make something work. Also, if you want to donate to the podcast, you can go up to the link tree. There's a PayPal link. Donate what you feel you would like to donate. I'm not one. I hate even talking about this, because I would love to do a free show and I'd love to be able to put the podcast on our backs and we don't need nobody. But the reality is it costs us money every month to do this. This show is going to cost quite a bit of money. So we need a little help. We're not asking for a whole lot. I'm not asking for somebody to donate, $1 million. I've said it before. We're just trying to break even with the podcast. The podcast itself is just, we love talking cars. So the podcast for us is, as long as we're stable, we're good. We can talk to people. We can get out to shows. We can talk to people. That's what it's all about for us. The show is a community show. We're just trying to grow it for everyone. And that is why lifted, lowered, big wheels, big tires, little tires, hydraulics, air ride, static, camber, everything that you can safely drive on the road, please bring it out.
Yes.
I got a question about motorcycles. We are not at this time focused on motorcycles. And if anyone listens thinks that that's a mistake and we should include it and make it a car, truck, and bike show, let us know. Like I said, we have a meeting tomorrow to figure out where we can park, where we can't park, rules, regulations, whatever. If y'all think that motorcycles would be a good idea, let us know. And we can, judging by registration and everything like that, we can make that decision whether, okay, well, we can bring bikes. It's going to make it really, really hard, though, because if we include bikes, then my bike has to go, and now I have a car, a Model A, a big truck, a trailer, and my bike to get there. So,
and Betty don't ride on a trailer.
And Betty don't ride on a trailer unless she's getting stolen. So, that bike has been on a trailer one time, and that was after I hit a deer with it.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I derailed you a little bit. Anyway,
I'll just have to put like a tire rack or something on the back of on the top of the Model A, and we'll just park the bike on the Model A.
There you go. So it's not technically on the trailer.
That'd be a lot of roof structure to put in before that happens. Although it would be chopped, it'd be squashed.
That is true. But anyway, as you were saying,
so let us know if you have a car club, if you have, whatever. This is all a learning experience. I mean, it's like the podcast. We feel like we get better every episode. Maybe not, but we try.
Yeah.
We try to get better every episode, and this being our first one, and kind of being the first one that we're at the helm, so to speak. We're normally the we show up.
Yep, and get told that we're a part of the car show.
Or pointed in a direction. Hey, you're parking over there. I'll be like, okay. Like, we're not the ones that are trying to fit cars places. We're not the ones that are trying to figure out the best way to quote unquote entertain throughout the day. We have been to quite a few car shows, so we kind of understand a little bit, but now we got to put it into practice. And with that, there's so much emotion. I'm excited. My heart's beating out of my chest 1 minute, and then the next moment I'm like, what have I done? Why? Whoa. Whew. All right. Just take a step back. We got this. And I know it's going to be worth it. I know it's going to be awesome because y'all are awesome. So with that being said, guys, we look forward to seeing you January 4th at Big Daddy Don Garlits Drag Race Museum in Bellevue, Florida from
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
Yeah.
And then also, after the 4 o'clock, I'm going to have to figure out where to stash my truck and trailer. If the 54 doesn't have an automatic in it, with the 54 on the trailer, and we're going to cruise somewhere.
Oh boy.
So we haven't figured that out yet, but there's been enough interest to say we're cruising out of Big Daddy Don Garlits Drag Race Museum, rolling deep somewhere.
Oh boy.
So that'll definitely be one to that cruise is going to be awesome.
Oh goodness.
It'll be, I mean, hopefully it's 25, 30 cars. Also, if you're listening to this, let me know if you would want to be in that, so we can kind of sort of get a head count, because we're going to have to call the restaurant and be like, hey, at 5 o'clock,
expect your parking
we're
lot
dropping.
full.
Yeah, I'm dropping X amount of cool shit in your parking lot. So give us some drink specials, give us some food specials. We're bringing you some business.
Well, there you have it.
And I'm super excited about the people the unknown. Because, like when we had the cruise where we would meet and cruise somewhere, every time we pulled into the parking lot, it was like, oh, okay, like, all right, there's 2 people. All right, there's 3 people. Okay. And we had the regulars. Shout out to Mom and Dad. The ride or dies, they were there every month. Even when my dad was sick.
Yeah.
We made a Father's Day cruise out of one of them. Went down and got some barbecue and ice cream. Got way too much ice cream because we weren't smart enough to go, oh, you get 2 scoops? Oh, okay, well, I'll take one and he takes one. We didn't do that. But, yeah, so the cruise, if when we turned in last month, I know I've said it before, but it puts a smile on my face. When we turned into the Cove last month, I was like, hell yes. It was all old cars. Yeah. Minus one newer Corvette.
Yeah, from the...
Oh, and there was one Corvette, and then there was, I think, 2 Challengers from the North Florida Venom Outlaws. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it was old cars from the Asphalt Misfits in North Central Florida. Yeah. And we're looking forward to this Sunday, maybe putting a little newer stuff that's a little different. Again, when you set something up, you get told. That's what started this. Was when you put stuff together, especially events on Facebook, you get 10 going, 50 interested, and usually when you show up, there's 2 people that said they were going or there, 1 person that said they were interested, and all the rest of the people lost interest and didn't come. It is just what it is. So we've had people that say they're going. We look forward to cruising out. I don't know. Those people are from around us. I don't know if we're going to cruise out with them, because me and Ashley are going to try to beat everybody there to do better. Surprisingly, everyone kind of parked sanely. Not surprisingly, they're car guys. They know to park close, but not so close that you run into somebody.
Right, and we picked a good time because, like, not everybody's still in church, so when we pull in, we can park cars properly, right, back them in, not a lot of traffic,
but with us showing up, we showed up probably 10 minutes before 11:30, which is when it was actually supposed to start, and there was already a dozen cars.
Yeah.
So we missed those guys cruising in. We missed some of the rolling shots. Ashley posted a couple reels of cars rolling in. that we're the fashionably late, like we typically are. So with that being said, like we're going to get there a little early, try to get some setup, try to, bring some photography and video coverage. And we'll also be announcing more information. So if you come to the cruise, you don't have to wait till Tuesday to learn some of this information. Because like I said, we're meeting tomorrow. So we look forward to everyone that's going to come out. And again, that's an all years welcome. Lifted, lowered, big wheels, little wheels, old school billets, hot rods, rat rods. Michelangelo's getting some attention.
Yeah.
So he's gonna look a little different, but hopefully it turns out good.
Yes.
Either way, he'll be there. So you'll either get to see the awesome mishap that happened, or it'll be good.
Yeah. Luckily, it's cosmetic and not mechanical.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we don't do anything mechanical to him. We just let him go. He does good. But yeah, so we're excited about that. And the Model A, haven't got a recent update. I know he's been working on it since the last time we were over there. But we took a boat seat that we're not using, but we had them because we thought we may use them. We took a boat seat over there and set it on the passenger floor and sat in it and figured out that that trans tunnel takes up a lot of room. But it's all good. It's all part of the dealing with your shit when you're building something that, that Model A is going to be lower than every other Model A. So with that comes bullshit. So you got to deal with it. The steering box.
Yes.
Steering box is on its way.
Yay.
So once that gets here, then we can kind of figure out if the steering column that we have,
yes,
we can make work, and kind of set it in and figure out what we need to do for that. And also I got some drawings that I got to take to somebody to figure out pitman arm, because it is going to be cow steering. I found somebody that still does sand casting for the little clamshell that's going to sit around the cow steering pitman arm thingamabobber.
The rigmarole.
We still have to get that crossover or the tie rod behind the axle, but
yes,
currently it's in front of it. If we don't get it before Turkey and the rest of the car is ready to go, it will go with front.
Yeah.
With suicide. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people run them, so it's not like we're...
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I'd rather it just be the tires and the front end kind of poking out.
Be the first thing if something were to tap anything.
Well, hopefully we don't tap anything.
Yes.
Hopefully. But yeah, so that's coming along. So it shouldn't be too much longer till the whole floor is covered.
Yep.
And then you can get back on the front end.
I'm just glad that it's like starting to look like a car again.
Yes.
To be honest.
We have some sort of interior. We have some ideas on the interior.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty cool. Again, something that nobody's ever done. But it's not something that somebody's never done, and we're using it differently than it's actually designed to be used.
Right.
It's designed to be used in the way we're using it, just no one's ever done an interior out of it.
Yeah.
So, we will... Oh, forgot to say, the 54, keep an eye out for a YouTube video, because good or bad, we're going to post a video on before and after. Facebook will see a picture and a shared link. Instagram will be a shared picture. TikTok will be probably a reel with a transition.
And I mean, you're not going to see the pre-work that we did this evening, but you'll at least see what we're...
No, but we can explain it in the YouTube video, how we got it from what it was to what it is to...
where it's going.
Hopefully what it will be. But yeah, so that we're excited for that. We really want to start posting more content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fortunately, one of our cars is not at our house. Yep. So it's really just pictures. Mm-hmm. But once it comes back over here, then maybe there will be some more videos, more content on it.
Yeah. On
the Model A when it comes back. You know, the motor going in, painting the frame, doing the interior, figuring out pedals.
Yes. All the fun bits.
Yeah, you know, my dad always says, you know, the only thing that's left is everything else.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we're at right now, is everything else.
We got the biggest thing done.
But for anyone that doesn't know, I had a health scare a while back, and I'm not allowed to stress. So, when you're building a car, doing a podcast, and trying to promote a show, and also trying to put said show on, it gets a little stressful. So, we just take a deep breath. Hopefully it's there. If not, make sure y'all come out at Turkey Rod Run. Michelangelo will be there.
Yes.
Hopefully. He's doing good right now.
Yes.
But if not, we'll be there. We will be in a hot rod of some sorts. There's backup plans in place.
Of course. Because we going. And
we're there.
In the show.
Yeah, we're there. We already have our spot. So we will be at Turkey Rod Run.
Yeah.
It might be something white. It might be something orange, or it might be something blue, but we will be there in a hot rod. So go ahead and give us the dates, baby.
All right. So we're not going to this one this month, but don't forget to go check out the Third Friday Cruise-In from 5 to 8 in downtown Inverness. Then also this Sunday, August 18th at 11:30, we are meeting at the Cove in Inverness for our August hangout. And just a preview, September 15th is going to be our September date. We also have, coming back, I should say, is the Sumter Swap Meet in Brooksville. And that'll be September 1st. And then we move into October. 19th and 20th is Slam Fest at Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa. We also have the Florida Drag Strip Riot Drag Race and Car Show October 26th. Gates open at 7 in Orlando Speedworld Dragway. And then moving into November, we have the 8th Annual Field of Dreams Car Show. It's also got arts, crafts, vendors, and swap meet. November 23rd through the 24th, 9 to 4 at Florida Classic Park in Brooksville. Then, of course, Turkey Rod Run, November 28th through December 1st. We'll be there. So excited. And then the big show. January 4th from 10 to 4 at Don Garlits Museum of Drag Racing in Bellevue, Florida. Our first annual hangout. So we definitely got to go check that out, of course.
Yeah, I think we'll make that one.
I think so, too. We should be able to make that one.
Yeah. I think our presence is requested.
Yeah.
It might be required. Yeah, no, we'll definitely be there, and we look forward to meeting all of y'all.
Oh, yes.
So, guys, till next time, make sure you go show BP Customs some love on Facebook.
And check out Throttle Addict using the code word HOTROD. You get to save 15% off.
Go show low-income clothing and low-income photo.
Yes.
And also, Kelly, when you listen to this, we got our sticker and our banners tonight.
Yes, thank you, thank you. And we also got to give a huge shout out to the Cove as well, because we wouldn't have our monthly hangout there without them. So definitely a huge shout out to them. Come out August 18th and September 15th.
Awesome. And guys, please, 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 if you have a business and you want to support us and the show, or the show, just the podcast, however we need to work it out, reach out. If you want to donate, you're just an individual and you want to donate, the PayPal information's in the link tree. It will soon all be hosted on our website. We're still working on getting that together. But me and Ashley have both realized that we have been out of school way too long to remember how to build a website. So we're trying. With that being said, guys, get out, drive your shit.
See ya.
Later.